Okay, just a quick review over conditionals. You remember conditional, converse, inverse, contrapositive? Uh, if P then Q, then you switch them. Q then P, and then you switch them back to the norm, except for you put knots on them or negate them. So not P, then not Q, and then you switch those to where it's not Q, then not P. So if it's raining, then it's wet. If it's wet, then it's raining. If it's not raining, then it's not wet. If it's not wet, then it's not raining. Okay? So how about you guys do one, if it's snowing, then it's cold. See if you can do it real quick. Hit pause. Okay, if it's snowing, then it's cold. If it's cold, then it's snowing. You just switch them around. If it's not snowing, then it's not cold. If it's not cold, then it's not snowing. Okay? The first and the last one, the conditional and the contrapositive, always have the same truth value. In this case, true and true. Okay? The middle two, the converse and the inverse, have the same truth value as well. This false and false in this case could be true and true. All right? Next. Whoa! Oh no! Have you ever had that happen? I bet you have. Okay. So, if it's blue, then it's green. Makes no sense. Who cares? Do it. Hit pause and do it. Okay, if it's blue, then it's green. If it's green, then it's blue. If it's not blue, then it's not green. If it's not green, then it's not blue. Okay? All of those are false, I think. I hadn't even thought about them. Anyway, and let's do one that's tougher than that one. Okay. If it's not green, then it's blue. Okay? So if it's not green, then it's blue. You just switch them, right? Converses switch them. If it's blue, then it's not green. Okay, switch them back and change the negation. Okay, now if it's green, which is the opposite of that one, right? If it's green, then it's not blue. And then you switch them. If it's not blue, then it's green. Okay, those are related conditionals. Okay, so biconditionals are very important as well. Biconditionals is where you have a true conditional and a true converse, okay? And they have this special way of writing it where you put the P first and the Q second, okay? And you put if and only if in between. You don't put like if then like you usually do. You just take that away. So an angle is a right angle if and only if the angle is 90 degrees. Okay? There's no if in front, there's no then here. They just take those away. This is the P, this is the Q, right? They put if and only if in the middle. And what that means is that if you read it both ways, it's true both ways. The conditional and converse are both true. Okay? Two angles are supplementary if and only if the two angles add up to 180. If I read it the other way, if two angles add up to 180, then they're supplementary. That's true as well, right? So since they're both true, they've made up a special way to write something that's called a biconditional. Okay, here's a few last questions. If you're given a conditional, what's the inverse? Okay, inverse is if not P, then not Q. Okay, so here's the conditional, if P, then Q. So I take this one and knot it, not P, which is, it's not a right angle, and then I take this one and knot it, and then it's not a 90. Okay, so if it's a right angle, then the angle measure is 90. If it's not a right angle, then the angle measure is not 90. Okay, contrapositive for the same thing. Okay, so they have to be switched and knotted, okay, or negated. So if it's a right angle, then the measure is 90. So if the angle measure is not 90, which is the second part in this one, right, then the angle measure is not a right angle. Okay, all right, see you guys later. I gotta turn this thing off. Hurry, 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 hurry.